Yoshi and Lucas, and then he said he hasn't been playing Lucas, so but his Yoshi's been feeling good.
Yeah.
I think I'd agree with that. Go with the Yoshi.
Yeah. And I mean, if you're going to 2-0 Scorpio, you kind of ride or die at this point.
Yeah.
Not like he doesn't have Luigi to fall back on either.
That's true. He's got the Luigi, and I think he even said, he's like, you know, we got a best of 5, so I got a little room to mess around.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. One day I'll be there in Smash 5.
Smash 5.
2 years after release.
Are we talking about the port or?
Yeah. I don't know. Smash 4, Smash 5, Smash 4.5. I don't care. I'm excited for it. Patch or new game, whatever it is.
But one thing I kind of like Birzes going into this because I feel like he tends to have more knowledge of every character, you know, all these random characters in the game.
Yeah, I do like the way Lucky's been putting on the pressure with the eggs though, trying to not let him charge Shadow Ball.
Yeah, and like I think the way Birzes plays too serves really well to alleviate that kind of pressure, as long as he keeps his wits about himself, where he is. Ooh, it's the same setup again, but.
So the forward throw, forward air, is that what he's putting down there? I'm not used to seeing Yoshi's forward throw.
I'm sure Birzes isn't either, but
yeah.
Now let's see.
Lucky's got his number right now, putting on the egg pressure and mixing him up after it to make sure he's not ready.
He's timing these grabs really well too, because you know Birzes doesn't really know which direction he's gonna take, because he's gonna like run up and shield, and if he doesn't have a lead, he's somewhat forced to approach. He has quite a bit of time to make up a small deficit like this, but he likes to plant himself by the ledge, like kind of right where he is. Ooh!
That was a weird SD trade.
Yeah, looks like Lucky just misspaced that down B there.
Because it obviously was the right. It obviously was the right move. It got him the stock. It's what he wanted to do. He just small error cost him the
and
stock.
I mean, even then, like he either had to do it there or it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
And I don't think in a close game like a trade in stocks is ever that bad for the first one.
That's true, although I would say Lucky had a lot of the momentum, and Birzes started coming back with it on that first stock. So to refresh it even, Birzes has been able to carry it over now, keeping his advantage.
Yeah, and I think, you know, Yoshi's drift too is kind of proving a little problematic for Birzes, because he uses that Shadow Ball as such a great zoning tool.
That drift has been great. It allows him to either fade away with those eggs and just stop the Shadow Ball charge, or he's been able to follow up with a forward air or land and get a grab.
That was such a good up smash. The thing, too, that Birzes is kind of struggling with is Yoshi's Nair, how quick it comes out, and how combining that with his aerial drift just kind of is a ever-evolving process. No matter what situation, like he's using that, you can't really predict where he's going to land.
Definitely. And then it also, as always, it's one of those nairs that says, if your combo ain't true, I'm getting out of it. Like,
Birzes kind of, I think, stops a decent amount of his combos, you know, when they're true anyway. It's just kind of a mix-up, whether it's for an air dodge read or just to get him back to ground.
Nair again.
Ooh. And it seems like Lucky's trying to play that same style where he's just trying to put Birzes into an uncomfortable situation, and Birzes just isn't fighting right now.
It's almost like he's trying to get him to push a button or extend himself out a little bit.
Yeah.
But Birzes has been very good about, you know, just trying to get those Shadow Ball charges in.
Navigating through the eggs.
Yeah. Keep Lucky running forward at him.
And Yoshi on the ground too seems just really frustrating to deal with, and Birzes is doing a good job of keeping his cool.
Yeah, that was a very well spaced down tilt. Ooh, almost got the neutral get up read too.
Can't get too greedy with these grabs. We'll see. Edge guard here. I like Birzes going low. Looks like Lucky missed a trump there.
Ooh. That drift though, and those B reverses to.
Ooh, I'm surprised he didn't try to come back around on the egg, but does that have the same properties as shield? I don't know. Never. Birzes holding center right now. That's not usually where you're going to find him, but when you corner Yoshi like that, there's not really too many places you can go.
It was just well played. He was looking for that grab, and he just kind of kept putting pressure on him in the corner until he got it.
And this is exactly where Birzes wants you, where his back is to the ledge, and he has a pretty decided advantage.
Yep. Because he doesn't need to come in now, and that's what he wants. That's what everybody wants. But that's especially what Birzes wants.
And I think, you know, Yoshi is just a very momentum-based character, where if you just get your one string in, it can just lead into so much. And Lucky's just been getting stray hits here in this game. Ooh, I thought that was effect. So.
Little percentage. Thought he'd pop out a little sooner.
And it seems like, you know, Lucky is a little more hesitant to throw out these grabs, even though Birzes is just kind of holding shield and a lot, like whenever Lucky runs up to him. Either that or naring, and that's
I think that's some of the mix-up I want to see more, is when he was coming in with the egg and kind of wasn't going to be a hitbox, wasn't going to be a grab, because that's where he got those forward airs out of, was that throw the egg, drift in, and was he going to land or was he going to hitbox?
This is what we're talking about, where it can just start rolling for Yoshi real easy. See if Birzes can kind of calm down a little bit.
And there's no double jump at the moment. Oh, wow.
Oh, jeez, yeah, he held on a little too long. And he kind of had to have another one of those get-ups where he just times it so perfectly that the Shadow Ball just goes right through him.
Yeah, get that invincibility again real quick.
A couple of close games, but Birzes finding himself on the right end. Looks like Lucky's kind of doubting himself a little bit. Lucas, maybe?
Oh. Lucas.
Every character he is.
Pick the question mark.
He's playing every character tonight.
Pick random.
Me, Sword Fighter.
Channel Triple R.
I miss Randall.
Me too.
You also had that read. Really? I would not expect
Bring
Lucky
Randall
to
back for Smash 5.
But you see this Captain Falcon pick, huh?
I mean, most Mewtwo's hate this matchup. I know Mark is not particularly fond of it.
I always feel like, you know, both the twins, you know, Loaf and Lucky are just too wholesome to make greedy counter picks like this.
I know. But like,
it's working out for him so far.
Yeah, there's that chart, you know, where it shows down throw knee true percents, and everyone has a big red X except Mewtwo, which is just like, here's the window. It's always.
It seems like we're probably past that window by now.
Yeah, we are.
But even then, Falcon's ground speed seems like it would be really helpful.
And at this point, Mewtwo's gonna die if he gives Falcon a little more rage.
Yeah.
Like,
it's good at breaking zones.
Ooh, there it is.
There it is. Wow. And 92 after the hit. That Raptor boost coming in clutch for Lucky.
Ooh.
Didn't read the cross up there.
Yeah. It's tough to read because I don't know, the
Catches that
spacing's a
landing,
little
too.
awkward. But yeah, Birzes bringing it right back.
Shadow Ball in hand. It's such a volatile matchup here, though, because it can just crumble for Mewtwo so easily, because Birzes is going to want to set up a fort.
Yeah.
Falcon's such a good zone breaker that
He's just
they
so
can go wrong in
quick.
a hurry. Yep.
Mewtwo's that right floatiness that Falcon gets a lot of good mix-ups and setups out of it. That up air will lead to a knee right now.
Yeah,
That's
and
why you're seeing it.
We haven't seen
Ooh,
Lucky
Goldberg.
bring grabs into this shield pressure either.
Yeah, he really wants to get that stray up air. He wants to hit him with it. Fast fall up air being an auto cancel tool.
Ooh,
And
gets the air dodge too. Ooh, the read though.
Yeah.
Spending too much time at the library.
Yeah, a little.
High schoolers do that these
a little
days, right?
thirsty for that one, I feel like. Birzes is not one to make those hasty roll
Jab, jab,
decisions that you see
Dive, okay.
a lot of other players make.
Air dodge is down into that rapid jab. Ooh.
Yeah. Had to make a decision. He
The
couldn't
back
roll it.
air gets through the nair too.
That was a little surprising.
Yeah, you got to have a lot of confidence to go for something like that. But
Yeah.
I mean,
There was no margin for error there. If he mistimed that, was just a tiny bit late, the nair was hitting him. Like, I don't know if Nair would have converted into anything.
Yeah,
with
that's
that
that's the thing
but
too.
Still.
And I'm sure that's what Lucky is thinking is like, if he gets this Nair, what's going to happen to me?
Yeah.
Am I any closer to dying than I was before?
And he got around him to get the back air out, so he was behind him after the Nair. You don't really see like too much come out of Nair when Mewtwo's back is facing you.
You know, I know this is FD is very much a Birzes stage, but I don't know how I feel about it in this matchup though.
Yeah, I understand. I think maybe the goal is to get rid of Falcon's places to land and, you know, toss him up, charge Shadow Ball, catch a bad landing.
And we haven't really seen a lot of that kind of a game plan coming from Birzes yet.
Ooh,
Simple hits
nice
here and
spot
there, some, you know, Nair into forward air. That seems like the longer Lope's exposed to it. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, that was pretty thirsty. I think up air would have been relatively safe. Jump. Ooh. That's why he's playing. That's why he's in Winter Sunrise, and that's why I am
holding my
out.
breath there. I thought,
Okay.
I thought it was gonna be like a shield drop Shadow Ball call out. Oh,
Do it again.
the people's elbow. Oh,
I'm surprised Birzes didn't kind of see that there. Ooh, another Raptor boost. Birzes just doesn't seem to be really respecting that, you know, from that range. Falcon kick though in neutral. No punish either.
Oh,
okay, there it is.
yeah,
Birzes he seemed kind of a tad slow in those two interactions there.
yeah. But you don't. Oh, jeez.
Okay. Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Was that 2-frame on that second
think-
one,
I
or
think
did he
so.
was he just a little outside the ledge? I couldn't tell. That. Wow, that was sudden. That happens
was
against Falcon.
bonkers.
Sudden stocks. And jeez.
Lucky with Captain Falcon.
Yeah. And I was just about to say, too, you don't get to use your double jump when you're recovering low against Birzes, but then Lucky turned around and did the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, spike. Oh, you're going to jump at me again? Nope.
Nope. But yeah, I kind of question the going to FD again. Just kind of knowing how these last two have gone.
Yeah.
Because you have to think Lilat's the ban here. You have a lot of room to work with. Okay. Where like even misses the grab there. I don't know if he was trying to go for something more. Okay.
Oh, I thought that was a knee.
There it was, but another Raptor boost. This time not killing though.
Yep, he doesn't have the rage that time, but an
Forward
elbow
smash
will
on the
do
way
it.
down.
Yeah, I think
Locust is
Birzes-
running wild, or Lucky's just running wild here. Ooh. Angled up too. I think by the end of that, that might have been the only way he could have gotten hit by that. He tries for the down air, or down throw forward air.
This is
Yeah, Birzes has to
wild.
slow this
Wow.
down. Jeez. Okay.
I agree. I think Birzes has gotten a little frazzled by the quick stock, and
Okay.
he made a
Back
few
throw.
hasty approaches with air and forward air, trying to get some hitboxes in.
Just waiting.
Ooh,
Crosses him up
Yeah.
on that one. Birzes fishing a little hard here.
yeah. I think he definitely wanted the stock after that, but I didn't expect the cross up either when that hit shield.
Nair saves him, and the up throw's going to do it.
That's what he
74.
wanted when the cross up happened.
Yeah, 74% isn't much for a lot of characters, but when you're the second lightest character in the game, not looking good for you.
I will say, though, I think those rapid jabs did get Mewtwo out of some of the up air knee crap, so.
Okay. Gets away this time.
But I'd imagine with how light Mewtwo is, Raptor Boost will
Gets crossed up by Raptor Boost.
Raptor Boost will take it, I think, if he gets it.
Birzes playing kind of scared.
Oh,
Gets it again. We'll see what he gets off of this. 55, just nothing.
oh,
Mistimes the down air. Ooh, and that back air tree knock.
dang.
Quite gonna do it as
It was starting to look real good for Birzes too,
Yeah.
right? You know, when they stalled on the ledge and he got to charge that Shadow Ball and the pace slowed down back to the game Birzes likes to play. I think he started really coming back with it. I think maybe he got a little too antsy for that down air.
Yeah. When it's
And I understand, you know, you forced his recovery because you hit him with the little shadow ball. So the attempt.
see, I don't know if
you
it
know.
was like going for that down air, but it was going for the nair afterwards instead of trying to get back to have the ground under his feet.
I think he made a couple of those after losing the first stock, where he was hasty to get that hitbox and came in with a nair that he probably shouldn't have, or a forward air.